In today's video, I will analyze the most powerful Rinnegan, but I will not focus on the power level of the users, since the Rinnegan, depending on the user, is more or less powerful. So I will be only analyzing the skill and talent when using the Rinnegan. One of the main villains of the series, and was the physical manifestation of Kaguya Otsutsuki's will. He managed to have the Rinnegan at the end of the series by controlling Obito's body. Black Zetsu performed the Rinne rebirth to bring Madara back to life. His ability with the Rinnegan is very limited, and he does not do much more than control the body of Obito. We continue on with Jigen's Ten Tails. Kara's leader in Boruto, Jigen, is really powerful, and his Ten Tails also seems to be, although at the moment his power is unknown. Although this Ten Tails is smaller than Kaguya's, we can assume that it is just as strong, or even stronger, as he possesses the Rinnegan with Tomoe's. It is capable of destroying planets, and if it is at the level of the Earth, it will be unstoppable. Coming in at our A spot, we have Nagato Uzumaki, who is one of the most fearsome characters in the entire series. Nagato obtained Madara's transplanted eye when he was a child, and it was as a teenager that he began to use this dojutsu in a conscious way. Due to his Rinnegan, he was so powerful that using the 6 paths of pain, he was able to defeat our beloved Jiraiya, and even destroy Konoha. He could use the 6 paths due to the great reserves of chakra that he possessed by belonging to the Uzumaki clan. During the 4th Ninja War, he was resurrected by Kabuto's Edo Tensei, and was able to immobilize Naruto KCM and Killer B at the same time. If it had not been for Itachi's help, they would have had serious problems. I'm convinced that Nagato would have killed them. Nagato is one of the few who can use the Rinnegan to its full capacity. We continue on with Obito Uchiha, who is also one of the antagonists of the series. Obito was in charge of taking the Rinnegan to continue with the Tsukuyomi's plan to become real. Obito transplanted a Rinnegan in himself, and with only one eye, he dominated and controlled 6 bijus at the same time during the 4th Great Ninja War, while dominating the Geto Mazo without any problem. Although he was not as skilled as Nagato using the 6 paths, he managed to create them, and that gave Naruto himself problems. When he became the 10-tailed Jinchuriki, Obito became really powerful. Next on the list is Madara Uchiha. He got the Rinnegan at his old age by fusing the powers of Ashiro with those of Indra and managed to break one of the most powerful Fuinjutsus that kept the Geto Mazo trapped. And when he was the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, his power was almost divine. Using his Rinnegan, Madara Uchiha projected a shadow of himself into Limbo, an invisible world that coexists with the physical world that is ordinarily impossible to detect or perceive. He was a really skilled user with the Rinnegan. In our 5th spot, we have Sasuke Uchiha, who woke up the Rinnegan in his left eye, thanks to the Sage of 6 Paths, Hagoromo Otsutsuki. His Rinnegan has 6 Tomoes. Only within hours of awakening his Rinnegan, he could dominate 9-tailed beast at once, effortlessly. And as expected of Sasuke in his adulthood, he had already mastered all of his Rinnegan's powers, from using the 6 Paths of Pain to using Aminotechi Kara teleportation. As if all this wasn't enough, he also has space-time abilities that allow him to open portals to different dimensions. We have to keep in mind that his Rinnegan absorbs a lot of chakra, and if Sasuke had more chakra, he could do incredible things. Although he has a lot of chakra, he doesn't have nearly as much as Nagato, who being an Uzumaki had such chakra reserves that he could use the 6 paths of pain at the same time. And Sasuke, by using just one, is already exhausted. But despite the chakra drawback, he has a great command of the Rinnegan. Taking our 4th spot is Kaguya Otsutsuki, the progenitor of chakra on planet Earth. Kaguya possessed a power similar to the Rinnegan with her dojutsu known as Rinne Sharingan. She uses the abilities of both the Sharingan and the Rinnegan, so this dojutsu is superior to the Rinnegan. Using her powers, Kaguya could open portals in up to 6 different dimensions, even immediately teleporting herself and those around her, and for that, she required a lot of chakra, and Kaguya had it. In our 3rd spot, we have Momoshiki Otsutsuki, one of the strongest members of the Otsutsuki clan, to be able to fight at the same time against Naruto and Sasuke at their maximum potential. Momoshiki has 3 different Rinnegans. With the left hand, he could absorb all the chakra, and using the right hand, he could make the jutsu several times more powerful and expel it. And the 3rd Rinnegan is on his forehead. Momoshiki is one of the most skillful users and mighty of the Rinnegan. Taking our silver medal is Irashiki Otsutsuki, one of Momoshiki's subordinates. Many of you will disagree, but let me explain it. It is true that Irashiki is sad and is the worst Otsutsuki of all, as he was defeated by 2 Genins. In theory, his level of power would have to be fearsome being an Otsutsuki, but he underestimated his rivals. But I'm not analyzing his power level. I'm analyzing only his Rinnegan. Let's also remember that he was able to fight 2 of the 5 Kages with ease. He has the Tomoe Rinnegan in both eyes. Ninjutsu is practically useless against Irashiki. The Rinnegan allows him to teleport to places instantly, and when combined with his ability to steal the chakra of his foes, his Rinnegan is very powerful. He is undoubtedly one of the most terrible characters there is, but that does not mean that he is unskillful with the Rinnegan. And finally, taking our number 1 spot, we have Hagoromo Otsutsuki, also known as the Sage of Six Paths. Being one of the most powerful characters in the Naruto verse, Hagoromo inherited a form derived from the third eye of his mother, the Rinnegan. In the anime, Hagoromo awakened the Rinnegan after nearly murdering Hamura, and to save him from his mother's influence, and Hagoromo's abilities with this dojutsu are unmatched. We were shown a fraction of his powers when he created the moon using the Shibaku Tensei. After spreading his power between Naruto and Sasuke, Hagoromo had enough chakra to summon all the Bijou, all the previous Kages, and release the 4 Kages from Edo Tensei. That's why Hagoromo holds the first spot. That's all for today's video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to click on this one, or you can see this Power Levels playlist. Be sure to check out our new channel, Shown at Source, where you can see the stories of all your favorite characters. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that post notification bell to be notified every time we upload. I'll see you in another video. Bye!